Hello Aries, Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead. Thank you for clicking here if you are brand new, and if you are my ride or die, thanks for clicking here again. But for reals, if you're new, please let me know below. I'd love to know that you have subscribed recently. That subscription button is right where you left it, just saying. Okay, here we go Aries. We are looking at the week ahead for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's figure it out. Figure it out. Ooh, all right. Here we go. Something has come to an end and I feel like you're okay with it. That's what it feels like. Feels like you are okay with it. I feel like you're justified in the ends. Yeah, in the end. I feel that something has come to an end and some sort of situation has been transformed for you, or you are seeing the situation with different eyes because you've gone through the transformation. I feel as though you've walked away from something here. You've detached emotionally. You know that there's 10 cups out there for you and you weren't willing to settle for the 8 anymore. I feel like you walk away, not only walking away from a situation that I feel was emotionally turbulent, but I feel like you're walking into the sun. Yeah, there is a beautiful sun over the horizon there, and I feel like you're the one that brought this to an end. Jeez, we've got some major arcana there for sure. It might have been from something that you found out, because we do have the Page of Swords, who is the one who is the student, right? The one that's all about the knowledge, learning things. And I feel as though something was learned. And I feel like that something was that maybe someone had you in a third party. And you know what? I don't usually see that 3 of Cups as a third party. Someone may have been stepping out on you. Is that what it is? Just listening. Oh, I feel as though it gave you balance. It gave you balance to know it was done. You brought it to an end because of something you found out. It may have been that there was more energy in this connection than you realized. It may have been that. Yeah, justice in a third party. That's what it feels like. You feel like you're glad that it came to an end. You could be the one who was transformed from that situation, or who brought that thing to an end, whatever it was. I just got a song. Interesting. Tracy Chapman, Give Me One Reason. Yeah, give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back around. I feel like somebody didn't want to go. They didn't want to go. They knew that they may have to go. The toes are on the edge. Someone has made a decision, holding on to that one wand there, right? Someone's made a decision to take action. But I think that although someone was waiting for the ships to come in, that I don't think that you're going to wait anymore. Because you've had your justice here. Wow. You regretfully are walking away from this. You didn't think that it would end like this. I feel like somebody rushed in and gave you some information that immediately made you see things for what they really are. Someone here was wearing the rosy colored glasses. And I think it was you, Aries. Everything was going fine up till then. You thought you were in a marriage that was going to last forever, or a relationship that was headed for marriage. You realize that you have a depth of love for someone else. And I don't think that you left the situation because of someone else. I feel like the situation comes to an end and you must remove yourself from the situation, and then you go in search of your 10 of Cups. But I feel like for some reason that you are carrying some sort of a torch for someone here. We've got the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Cups. It could be someone who's in water energy. Could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Doesn't have to be. But I feel like you have regret about this person. And I feel as though you feel overwhelmed when you think about this person. 7 and 3 is 10. We've got the 10 of Cups here. You think that this person is your person. I feel as though you are going to make your way. I don't think you're going to run in. I don't think you're going to... I don't think it's going to be quick, honestly. I don't. I feel as though you're going to take your time, think about it, feel it. Is this the right thing? I feel like right now you feel overly emotional because you have a lot of regrets of being made a fool of in a third party. And I feel as though you need to heal from that. Oops. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I don't want to fight anymore. 5 of Swords in the reverse. 5 of Wands. Those are both about lack, right? The 5s are always about lack, something that you need that you're not getting. I feel like the 5 of Wands is, you know, this person put me in competition. That you felt like because there was a third party here, that there was some sort of a competition going on for the Emperor. And the Emperor wants the 10 cups. Yeah, right over here. Thought he was in a relationship that was the 10 cups, but it wasn't. I feel like it may have been all based on passion. Yeah. We have 3 and 1 is 4. We've got 4 wands here. I feel like there was competitions in the marriage. And, you know, it's not uncommon to have 2 people who are competitive, right? Sometimes those relationships are great. You keep each other moving and motivated. But I feel like the kind of competition that was going on in this marriage was the 3 of Cups. Somebody was put in a third party that they didn't know about. And then they became, yeah, fighting within themselves. Should I go? Should I stay? I feel like if you are the Emperor, and the Emperor is the card of Aries, but the Emperor is the one who's taking charge, taking action, right? The Emperor is the one that has it all on them. The person who is taking care of everyone, making decisions for the many and not the one. This person may sometimes act out of ego. They may act, may make decisions based on their head and not their heart because it's the best for everyone involved. I feel like that's this situation. That feels like with the Scorpio energy and the Libra energy, I'm trying to find balance, but I really need a strategic plan to leave. And I think that's what that is. The strategic plan to leave the marriage. 3 and 1 is 4. We have, the wands. I feel like this is the higher brain, lower brain, right? Feeling in lack, not making a decision, always in competition, feeling an indecision. I feel like the Emperor was in indecision about whether he should notice, pay attention to, and implode the marriage. Yeah, because the person who pulls the plug first is always the person who's the bad one in everyone else's eyes. For those of you who have been divorced or got out of a relationship that was long-term, you know what I'm talking about. Friends pick sides. They do. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. There we go. Learning lessons. Something's come to light. Somebody's had an epiphany. Someone has learned that the situation they were in became overwhelming. They knew that the 10 of Cups was somewhere because they're leaving here. I feel like, the Emperor keeps this under his hat. He doesn't show the emotion, and that's what the Emperor will do. The Emperor cannot show the emotion because there's so many moving parts to what he needs to do. He doesn't have time for the drama. Keeping it quiet. Doesn't want to talk to anybody about it. Doesn't want to make a change. Doesn't want to move. There we go. The Tower says, yeah, here we come. Because you don't want to fight anymore isn't a reason for everyone else to have to suffer. Because you are making the decisions for the many and not the one. You need to make the decisions that are best for the family. Right? 10 of Cups. You have to make the decision that's best for the kids, best for you. Whether you're feminine or masculine. I think the decision that you make, and it comes in a moment of realization, it comes in a moment of, I'm done here, I don't want to fight anymore. I feel what happens here is you have judgment. You decide that you're going to be accountable for the things that you've done, the things that you've said. You no longer want to be in this situation. because you know that there's a soulmate out there for you somewhere. All it's going to take, though, is for you to get the right sort of inner strength in order to move forward. You know there's a soulmate there. 6 of Cups could be about the children as well. Maybe you make the best decision possible for the kids. You don't feel strong enough. I feel like you're going to take a second chance. I feel like you want to have a second chance at love. I feel like when the Tower comes, that's what happens here. You get a second chance at love because the person that you were with was not your soulmate. They were your karmic connection, the one you were supposed to learn the lessons from. And you did. Tell me about the Tower, please, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Aries. Wow. It's a realization. It's actually a coming to Jesus moment is what it is. Whatever you want to call it, right? You realize that with the Judgment and the Tower, that it's time for a reconciliation with someone that makes you feel all of this. Someone who is bright and kind and loving and helps to grows people, grows situations, is creative. Leo energy, happy-go-lucky, light-hearted. I feel like with the Tower and the Sun here and the Judgment card, it feels like an awakening. It feels like a realization or an awakening, or now you have clarity that you never had before. Yeah. I don't want to be single. But the Tower comes along and says, it's time. You got to go. Because there is passion still for you on the table. Ace of Wands. You've got to go. And I think you make the decision in a moment's notice. I feel as though you've known up in your head that you needed to do this, but you just now have decided that it needs to be done now. Because we've been seeing you traveling towards this, yeah. Whatever you found out is going to cause you to make communication with someone you feel is your soulmate. Someone that you've been up in your head about for a very long time and not making decisions, not making a move, not making decisions. It's time for you to communicate with the person that you've learned this information about. You might even be watching this person online. You might be watching, investigating, finding out what this person's been up to. So, yeah, I feel as though that while you were trying to make a decision, things begin to grow. And as they grow, you start to realize that you've been hurt a lot and it's time to leave. 6 of Swords, it's time to go. You need to move away from this energy because it's time to heal and it's time to close the chapter, because you know that there is a 10 of Pentacles relationship out there somewhere for you. I think you have someone in mind, if I'm being honest. I think you do. And you probably clicked here for that person. And Aries, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to go for now. Thank you very much for coming here and watching. If you're interested and this is your energy, this is your situation, please go down below into the description. You will see that there is a yellow dot besides a place where you will click to go to Wizio. You can book me there, and I have 4 spots available currently. I only go up to 10 spots, and then I clear those out before I take appointments again. So head on over to Wizio if you're interested in this situation. Aries, thank you so much for coming here. Love you guys so much. I'm out. Bye-bye.